Hey guys, what is up? It is Bib07 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape vlog here. At the start of this one, I'm going to be doing an Raxx kill. This is actually going to be my 200th kill of the boss, so that's going to be pretty sweet. Just thought I'd show this. I'm just starting off here because I was here when I logged in. I'm at 160 in rage, so only going to be doing a couple more kills today. I usually either just stop for the day or use a pheromone after I do my 200% kill. It's usually where I end up stopping at. So I do 11 kills at least every day pretty much, and then if I want to, I will use a pheromone to to continue going. I had some pretty good luck at this boss, honestly, although that's pretty much been made up for the most part with my terrible luck at Nex, because I still have had terrible luck at Nex even since my last video. But yeah, I will be showing you guys some drops and what I've gotten from here and stuff after I finish the kill. And I'm also going to be talking about this week's update, which came out today, if you can call it an update. I don't really know if that's what I would call it, but yeah, it's something that came out. A lot of people are really unhappy with it. I myself haven't done anything with it yet, just because I haven't really been interested in it. But apparently, it's heavily weighted towards microtransactions. Like, as far as people on Reddit, as far as I've read, you can't actually complete the whole event unless you use at least some microtransactions. But I'm not sure if that's true or not. But that's just what I've read off of Reddit. So yeah, it seems like people are quite upset about the event as a whole. But I don't know. Oh, I guess it's webbed. But oh shit. I've really been enjoying Raxx a lot, honestly. It just feels like really good to have the boss down after I struggled with it so much on my old main, because I sort of just gave up on it on that account. But I've been doing it a lot on this account, and 200 KC is actually the threshold for the first threshold for the Mallory and whatever the other pet is, the two pets that actually look like the boss and a Raxx. I'm not 100% sure of like the drop rate. I think it's 1 out of 500 with a threshold of 200. But unfortunately for me, I cannot get those yet because I haven't gotten the base pet. I'm not 100% sure the drop rate on that. The RuneScape wiki doesn't have a drop rate for the base pet, but I do not have that as of yet. Hopefully I can, end up getting it relatively soon, but I'm not really expecting it. Some people have gone over 1,000 kills without it, and I don't roll for the pet chance at all, really. I just don't find that to be worth it for me. But yeah, I'm not the best at the boss. Like I know how to do it, and I don't ever really die, but I don't get like the fastest kills, and I never really use instances because I just don't think it's worth wasting my money. If it's just not really going to save me any time, I might just die to this thing. No, okay. I thought I had my surge up, but I did not. I know you can like dance around the spider at the top of the platform, but I don't really feel comfortable doing that at all. I probably could have just K'd it, but oh well. But yeah, basically just been doing a lot of PVM. I did join a clan, and I've been doing some raiding with them. I haven't done any Yaka yet, but I might be going tonight with them if there's not anyone else going that's trying to learn as well. But I think I'm at 5 Beastmaster kills now, and of those 5 kills, 4 of them I've been able to loot. I did one no loot kill just for the KC, but yeah, it's been pretty good so far. I've been enjoying it. It's really easy, honestly. I haven't really done any of the rolls. The only roll I've done is North Chargers, which isn't really even a roll. It's just like it's really easy. Oh, I thought I anticipated. Oops. It's really easy. It's like not even a roll, but I've done that. And lag? Holy shit, that wasn't good. But yeah, I've been doing that roll pretty much at all the kills I go for, and I haven't done any tanking rolls yet, but I might try and do pet tanking at some point soon. I just don't know if it's like better to wait until I have better tanking gear or not, but we'll have to wait and see on that. I almost have enough techie to purchase my first piece of the Acto from, or no, it's not Acto, it's just the inferior raids gear from the shop, and I'm going to be purchasing the mage. I think the mage, I don't know, either the mage boots or the mage gloves. Probably the gloves, or I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much because I'm going to get enough techie for both of those pretty quick. But I am trying to focus on getting the primeval gear. That's my thing that I want the most for Telos, and the range and mage gear. I mean, the range gear would be nice to get eventually for like base tanking and stuff at Beastmaster and Yaka, but or I don't know if you use the range gear for base at Beastmaster, but at least for Yaka the range gear is pretty good, I think. And I don't really know if the melee gear, the Terralith, is even good for anything, but if it, I mean, I would obviously eventually like to get the full set of all raids armor, so that would be cool. But that takes forever, obviously. I'm just hopefully going to be able to influence my chances by purchasing the the degrade to dust version, which is pretty good to have just for, you know, just for using inside of raids themselves to begin with. And on top of that, it does give you a better chance at getting the Acto pieces. I also today actually went out and bought a new mouse, because my mouse for a while now, the middle mouse button, like the push down to rotate the camera, has not been working. So yeah, that's kind of been annoying because I've had to use my arrow keys to rotate my camera, and I don't know, I've sort of gotten used to it again, but I'm looking forward to not having to do that anymore. I actually got a Razer Naga Chroma, which has a grid of 12 buttons that you can push with your thumb, and those are pretty useful. You can bind those to a bunch of stuff in RuneScape, and it's going to help me a lot with putting some new abilities on there, as well as I might put prayer switching on there, because obviously you guys can see right now I prayer switch with my mouse because I just haven't been able to really get it down with the keyboard. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty hard for me to be able to do it with the keyboard for some reason. I don't have the timing right for doing it that way. But yeah, we just got the kill. See what we can end up getting. I don't really expect anything, but this is my 200th kill, just so as a reminder, and that is the loot. So I'm gonna write that down. Kill number 200. Pretty decent loot. I actually profit brew flasks from here, which is pretty sweet. I have a lot of them in my bank now because I have been camping a bit over the last few days. So yeah, I wish I kind of want to go in for another kill because my overload's just going to be wasted, but whatever, I guess I'll just stop here. Gotta go show off my bank and stuff, but that is 200 Raxx kills. Again, I still haven't used an instance since like my second kill, so my fastest kill time is terrible, but I honestly don't care about that at all. So yeah, let's go ahead and whoops. Got some stuff selling in here. I've been trying to get the tier 70 defender from Barrows, and I have been getting Barrows items instead, which is kind of annoying, but I also got 2 Armadyl page 3s from a clue the other day, which was pretty sweet. If those eventually might sell, I'm not sure. I might have to drop the price on those, but yeah, I bought like 100 brew flasks, and I'm up to over 400 now, so definitely get a lot of those from Raxx. So I mean, he drops like 10 plus whenever you get them, and I use maybe 1 brew flask at most on low enrage, and then at higher enrage maybe 2 or 3, so it really is like not an issue. But yeah, I did actually sell my Noxious Staff and my Noxious Bow to buy Seismics so I could try doing some more Telos, and I did a bit of it. I did get some more KC there. I'm currently at 42 KC, and I've done up to 122% in rage now, which is a little bit higher than before, but I really just have decided that the boss isn't really worth streaking hard or doing a lot until I end up getting the Acto Primeval. That's just my opinion, but I mean, I would want to do like from like 100 to maybe 300 in rage, around that range, like of a streak, because that's probably the best way to get drops. I'd say something like 100 to 300 or 100 to 400 maybe, or you could always start at 0 and then get your streak built up from there. I think my highest kill streak is like 10 or something like that, or 11 maybe. I went from 0 to I think 122 when I got my highest one, and that was the highest streak I did. So I did have a potential to get a drop at that point. Like, I've seen people get dormants at 110, 120% in rage on like a 5 or 6 kill streak. So it definitely has the potential to drop things, but I just don't feel like it's worth it currently with that gear setup that I was using. So I decided to sell my seismics back, and I bought my noxious bow back, but I did not buy back my nox staff because I don't really need it for anything. I don't really use it anywhere, and I just don't think it's worth having at the moment for me because there's no real reason for me to have it. I did put some perks on my Serenic top. I got Biting 2 and Crackling 3 on there. I am going to put some perks on my Nox bow, but unfortunately I don't have the invention level for that. You need, I think it's like 80 or 70 something for the Armadillo components, which you use to make Precise 5. And then I wanted to put, I forget what these were for. These were for something on the armor. I think it's, oh, I can't remember. I really just can't remember. But there's some perk that goes on your armor that requires those. And I'm quickly looking it up because it's bugging me. So I can remember. Oh, Impatient. Yeah, Impatient 3 with the Zeros and Zamorak components. So that's what I'm going to be doing with those. And also Enhanced Devoted 3. I can get that now, but it's just annoying because you need to disassemble a lot of the crystal flasks to get the components for that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with what I've got at the moment. And for my Nox bow, I want Precise 5, like I said, and then Aftershock 3, which requires Ilujankin components or whatever the hell that's called, and those require like 80 something invention as well. So I'm gonna try and be getting my invention up. Currently 66, but yeah, I haven't really been going for it, but I'm gonna be obviously siphoning this very soon, as well as siphoning both of these very soon. So that'll give me some good XP and level me up a couple times, and eventually I'll get there. As far as everything else in my bank goes, it's mostly the same, I think. I don't think there's anything new in there. Obviously I've got a lot of these now, but yeah, not much really else to say about the bank at the moment. Aside from my drop tab, I currently have a spider leg bottom and a spider leg middle, just waiting on the rotation tonight at reset, and I'll be able to go for the top. Looking forward to that. This bottom, getting this bottom was the longest dry streak I've had so far, which was 54 kills about between this middle and this bottom, which going dry on light path really sucks because light path is just terrible and so much longer of kills and just annoying. You eat a lot more because you get hit by the light so much. But yeah, this is basically my current stats for Araxor. I've made 2 full legs now and 2/3 of this leg, so that's pretty awesome. I've been getting pretty lucky. I mean, you guys saw this in the last video where I went in 8 kills I got 3 leg pieces, and then right here I got 2 leg pieces within 8 kills again, and then I also had this before, and then this right here was the semi-dry streak I had of about 54 kills to get between the middle and the bottom. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. This was the completion of a leg right here, and I sold that for 128 mil when I got it, so that was pretty nice. Nice booster to my cash stack. And yeah, I just have all the drops written down here. Obviously nothing really to speak of. Only done 5 kills since my bottom. Just gonna try and do the last couple kills today, probably. Just gonna try and do the last couple kills. 2 more kills so I can get my enrage to what I usually get it at, and then going to be camping top path for the final leg piece once again. Looking forward to getting that, and I'm probably going to be getting another hilt sometime soon, I would assume, because I've only gotten 1, and that was at 16 KC, so you can expect 1 kind of. And then Beastmaster got 5 kills, like I said. I think one more raid, and I will be able to buy a piece of the Primeval. I just need 1200 more techie, so should be able to get that, which will be nice. Also, I did do a bit of Virago with my new clan that I joined. Got my first 5 kills on this account. Went pretty smooth. Virago's pretty easy. I was just DPS, so obviously it's really easy, but I feel like I could do some of the simpler roles, maybe not base or bomb tanking just yet, but maybe TL5 or something like that. But yeah, looking forward to trying Yaka tonight with my clan if they end up taking me. I would like to give it a go. I haven't killed any, so I am able to loot it. And yeah, I've watched a bunch of guides. It doesn't look too terribly hard, but obviously if you mess up, it's pretty devastating for the team as a whole. So it's kind of a lot of pressure, but I feel like I could do it. I also bought Pernix boots just to upgrade a little bit of my range setup, but yeah, that's why my cash is a little lower than it could be. And I also have a pretty massive loot tab going in here. Onyx bolts, onyxes, you know, a bunch of decent stuff coming up from all my bossing, looking pretty nice. But yeah, I think that's about it. One other thing, I mean, I did do a solo next trip. I'm up to 284 next KC, and I've only gotten 6 drops. So my drop rate at next is 1 out of 47.5. So basically double the agreed upon drop rate of 1 out of 24. So my luck at next is absolute trash compared to my luck at Raxx, but maybe someday it'll turn around. I don't know. I'm kind of not feeling like soloing her anymore really at all until I end up getting max cape eventually, because it's just not worth the trip time. You have to go all the way back to the bank, and then it wastes, like, I could probably get maybe 2 more kills an hour if I had max cape, and that would save me money on my instance and stuff. So yeah, that's basically it, you guys. I'm gonna probably go ahead and move on to talking about the update now, which is not going to be a very large portion of this video because it's not very interesting to this week, and a lot of people are upset about it. Basically, the spring fair has been finished by, like, the construction, quote unquote, that we've been doing in the past few days, and that's the whole update for the week, is the spring fair. There's a bunch of weird events that I mean, a bunch of weird, like, mini events about it that I don't really know about. I haven't been there. I guess I'll try and go there right now and see what the dealio is. But as far as I can tell, it's nothing amazing, and you can't really get anything too great from it. And people are pretty upset about the amount of microtransactions that are involved. So yeah, this being the last update for this month, it is definitely a disappointment. I'm really hoping that next month leads to some better things. Obviously, after that, we have Menaphos coming in June. I believe it's in June, as far as I can remember. So hopefully that actually ends up being what it's, you know, been all hyped up to be. And oh Jesus, what is all this then? I don't know. But yeah, that's basic. I don't know what the hell. Tokens, tickets, what? Like, what? I don't know what? What is this? What the fuck? Okay, ask for a cookie. I would love a cookie. Wow, it's literally just a brown ball. Nice inventory model. So yeah, this is the fair cooking XP. I would love some cooking XP. This is the fair. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird. I don't really like these events that much myself. And holy shit. Oh, that was only for that many tickets, so it's not that great. Yeah, that's it. And then I guess you buy more tickets. Yeah, you can buy more stuff for rune coins if you want. So it's basically pretty microtransaction heavy, and that's not the greatest thing. I don't know. Don't really have too much to say about this. What the heck is this? What the heck is this thing? Oh, sick. Yeah, this thing is weird. Yeah, I can get it back from Diango, so trash it. But yeah, honestly, pretty underwhelming update as usual. Definitely wish they would, you know, actually put a little bit of more work into the updates, and like have less of them. That's just my opinion. I'd rather have an update every 2 weeks rather than agility XP. I would love some agility XP. I'd rather have an update every 2 weeks rather than these garbage updates every week, because honestly, the past several months has been terrible in terms of updates, and I really think they need to step up their game if they want to keep people hyped for Menaphos, because if you look on Reddit, a lot of people are getting pretty worried. But yeah, that's basically it for this video, you guys. Hope you all did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.